Thanks for joining me for this Padres post-game recap for May 16th, where the Padres get beat tonight by the Nationals in Game 1 of this four-game set by a score of 6-2. 6 runs, 7 hits, 1 errors for the Nationals. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors for the Padres. And it was Edinson Volquez up against Stephen Strasburg. We expected to have a quality pitcher's duel tonight. Unfortunately, Edinson Volquez did not have his best stuff. Ran into an old bugaboo, the free pass, the base on ball. He walked the first batter of the ball game. Got out of that first inning, no problem. Second inning, walked the first two batters of that inning. Ended up striking out of the side. So it was sort of a Edinson Volquez outing that we had become accustomed to last year, but that we had not seen over the last 5 or 6 outings in an effort where he's still been walking guys, but not as consistently as he had been previously, been making more pitches, staying out of the big inning, but he just had his challenges tonight. There's no other way to put it. Things finally caught up to him in the 4th inning. He hung a changeup to Adam LaRoche, hit over the right center field wall. 2-0 Nationals at that point. And then in the 5th, he ran into more trouble, giving up 4 singles. The backbreaker really being a changeup that he left up in the zone to Ryan Zimmerman. 2-run single, 5-0 Nationals at that point, and that's all that Stephen Strasburg would need, who was very sharp today, especially through the first 4 innings. 94 to 98 miles an hour on his fastball. Good curveball, 12-6. It's filthy. And this changeup that he was throwing 88 to 91 miles an hour in the first 3 innings that was breaking as much as a left-handed slider. He was tough, no question about it. And the Padres did what they could. They tried to, hunt fastball when they got it. They went after it, able to square up a few, but really not able to get anything going. The one opportunity that they did have was in the 5th inning, where Strasburg had given up a couple of hits. There was an error behind him by Ryan Zimmerman, who's been having some throwing problems, and they presented themselves again on a bad throw over to second base. So the bases were loaded at that point. Unfortunately, the Padres only able to get 1 run. That was really their golden opportunity with Stephen Strasburg out of the stretch, trying to pitch over a mistake that had been made in the field behind him. And those are 2 areas where he has given up some runs this year, but the Padres just weren't able to capitalize. They scored another run in the next inning, and that was pretty much it. What can you say? Strasburg was too much. In fact, Strasburg ended up going into the 8th inning for the first time in his career. A little surprised to see Davey Johnson stretching him out like that, but I think they're figuring, look, he's a year out past the elbow surgery that he had. He's gone in the 7th inning 3 times this season. The pitch count was still in the low 100s. Good opportunity to try to stretch him out, and they did, and he seemed to get through it okay. So Padres will try it again tomorrow. This game time 7:10. It'll be Birch Smith going for the Padres up against Gio Gonzalez. I'm actually pretty excited to see Birch Smith throw again. Now, I know he had a rough outing in his last outing. First inning was great. Second inning, he got beat up. Just went with the fastball too much. I think he's going to learn from that experience. He needs to learn from that experience. I know that Darren Balsley has spoken to him about that, about using the off-speed pitches more, especially here at the big league level. You can't just throw fastballs by guys here, no matter how overpowering you may be. So I'm anxious to see the adjustments that he makes in his second big league outing. And it may end up being his last big league outing for a little while. And the only reason I say that is nothing against Birch Smith. I hope he comes out and does great. But there was some good news in that Clayton Richard had a great rehab assignment today. He had 6 innings, gave up 1 run, no walks, 8 strikeouts. Sounds like he was just pretty much dominant tonight. So great to hear that Clayton Richard is on his way back. And he had a really solid simulated game out in Tampa Bay also, where Darren Balsley has been working with him. I mean, not only are they physically trying to get him healthy with the stomach issue that he had, but also they've changed his arm slot a little bit, got it a little bit higher. I guess he was electric in the exhibition or the simulated game that he had in Tampa, and he carried that over into this rehab assignment that he had against the Iowa Ball Club tonight. So good news. Hopefully Clayton Richard will be back. Assuming that he is back, the presumption would be that Birch Smith would probably get sent down, which is fine. So hopefully Birch Smith has a great outing. Everything goes well, and you cross that bridge when you get there in terms of what decisions the Padres have to make. But his focus is to learn from his last outing tomorrow, come out, use the off-speed pitches, keep using that overpowering fastball, complement it with those secondary pitches. So hopefully we see that tomorrow. As I mentioned, game time, 7:10. Ted Laird and myself will be bringing you the play-by-play. Looking forward to it. We'll be on the mighty 1090. Hope that you'll join us, and hopefully the Padres can get on another little winning streak going. I'm Bob Scanlon. Thanks for joining me tonight, and we'll talk to you soon.
Is that all you got? I'll take your best shot.